can't talk to who's not listening. You can't tell them what they need to hear. You can't show them what would open their eyes. And if they saw you surprised, disappear, and it's just such deafness, such blindness, which is killing us slow and killing us sure. There's just no way that they won't be the poison. There's just no way that you can be the cure. Does that mean give up? Why, yes, it does. Pull up your britches, let's dance in the mud. Love is yours still, it's forever sweet. Such has always been the glory in the blood. I know it hurts to feel such pain when easily inside you just save them. But turn not to judge, no please you remain. You remind me of the well I wish in. And as the master of music simply put it, it is what you don't, it's not what you do. So a toast to what this spring shall bring, to us, to truth, tonight, to you. Nice dancing octopus. American Night Out. I wake up early in the morning. You might not like talking to me. I need coffee just to be able to make coffee. I wake up like a cat up in a tree. Some folks rise and start shining. They're all ready to seize the day. As long as they keep their distance, everything just might be okay. I wake up early in the morning. Oh, yeah. What? Early in the Morning Afternoon News is filmed before a live webcast audience with your anchor, Nathan Moore. Whoa, raucous crowd today. All right, I like the energy. Big Earth energy. Whoa, what's that horse doing? Off the set. Bob, clear the set here. We're live. This is unprofessional. Man, I'll tell you what. Well, the wife and I last night began Battle 3 against the third boss. Hold on, I'm multitasking here. I'm trying to cut off that horse. Oh wait, that's not the horse. Where is this horse? I feel like he's got to be right here. Got him. All right. Sorry, little guy. It's a little distracting. An errant little Don Quixote horse crossing behind me. It's just distracting. This is a professional operation here. We got some serious news to get through here. So where were we? Oh, Valheim, right. Oh, yeah, the wife and I, we started into the third boss of the game last night. His name is Bonemass, and according to the forums, he's maybe the toughest opponent in the game. They're like, why is the third boss the hardest? Well, you know what? I tell you what. We almost got him. But then the hour was getting late, so we're probably going to go back in there today and finish him off. That's the hope, if everything goes according to plan. Now, of course, our plan includes occasionally from time to time quitting the game without saving so we can open it back up and pray that it just goes back in time a little bit once it just starts getting too much over there. And it can be scary. Sometimes you try this trick and you feel, and you might have broke it, and you open it back up and you're all the way back at the beginning of the game. You're like, no. It's very scary. But we have a portal over to Bonemass. He has been summoned. He's outside of his crypt, and it's a little bit of a show over there. just a little bit of a show. I'm gonna practice that. Show. My mouth doesn't move when I cuss. Isn't that weird? I'm one of those new versions. I'm stalling now, but I don't know why. It's because I want to keep talking about Bonemass. I'm ready. I got 10 health potions, 10 stamina potions in my hot bar. The portal is up. I'm going to get an extra mace because I wear my mace out on him. And we're going in. Hopefully tomorrow I'll come with the good news that Bonemass is defeated. And we've made our defeated the third boss in the game. I'll get back to you on that. All right, how's everybody doing? We ready to do this? Ready to blaze through these headlines so we can go kill Bonemass? What's going on out there? Jabberjohn tonight, 7 o'clock sharp. This is a show you can set your watch to. 7 o'clock on the East Coast. Dad will be here. Kyle, we got a bird. We got some tension and release. We didn't even get to a bird last week. So I believe the wren is going to be the bird tonight. I could be wrong about that. You never know. But I believe it's going to be the wren. All right, everybody, let's don our press hats. Let's roll up our sleeves. Rolling up the sleeves. And Bob, you ready? You got the news ready for us? Mm-hmm. Bob, the news, please. Here we go. I have not peeked. What happened? Oh, here we go. Oathkeeper sentenced to 18 years for MAGA riot. 18 years. That's a significant sentence there. Not exactly sure who this guy is and which riot. On the 6th? Is that the one? All right, up to the sub-headlines here. Default fever, Wall Street breaks out doomsday playbook. Dust that thing off, or is it still fresh? Fitch may cut credit rating. Fitch. It's all caps. Is that an acronym? McCarthy says, not my fault. Dems seek unlikely savior, McConnell. McConnell really is the tortoise in the marathon. Right when you're like, oh, I guess that guy's not around anymore. He won the race. Could $25 billion in Social Security payments force deal? ? Down column 1. Here we go. Elon ecstasy at rave. What? Well, did they have an after party after their big Twitter debut last night? Shows friends chart of MDMA mushroom benefits. Shows friends a chart of MDMA mushroom benefits. Why didn't we get invited to this party? I'm going to have to go look at my... Did I miss something? Did you get an invite? I did not. I didn't either. Cancer at CPAC. Resignation accuses Schlapp, ACU, of misusing cash. You know, that's the problem with cash. Cash is just so tempting. You're just like, should have given them a check or something, maybe a debit card. You start giving people cash to do stuff. There's going to be unfortunate good times that spiral out of there. Just cash. Oh, they're not going to miss this one. Look, it's a huge wad. It doesn't even seem smaller. Should we go to the next bar? It still feels like the same size wad to me. Orders surge for trans designer after Target pulls products. Yeah, Target, I hate to say they cowered or backed down to the intimidation of terrible people, but, just wanted, I don't know. People, it became a viral thing to take your phone in and harass workers at Target for the shirts and stuff and their pride with rainbows and stuff, and unicorns, their pride shirts, going in there and just being belligerent and harassing them. So Target pulled them, not because of a change of heart, but out of fear of the safety of their employees. I'm not sure. I would have just upped the security a little bit, had these people arrested. Company lands in culture war crosshairs, on defensive. Oh, he's backing away. Oh, he's got him up against the ropes. Oh, it's a good jab. Oh, he comes back with a nice right hook. Oh, and he's down. 1, 2. Charlie Kirk incites viewers to go after retailer using force. Oh, it's a whole thing. And people are just out there looking for something to do. A little outrage would be fun. Please, let's get outraged and go mess with people. Florida laws targeting LGBT stoke pride energy, organizers say. Are the events all back on? I'd like to hear that. Stand your ground. At high school debates, debate no longer allowed. At high school debates, debate no longer allowed. They now play dodgeball. Boy, dodgeball. Do the kids still play dodgeball? That was a brutal game. How much fun was that? You have a line down the middle of the room, 2 teams. That beginning moment where they have 5 balls lying on the line and both teams are up against opposite walls and they blow the whistle and you run up. If you're brave enough, you charge the balls, and if you get there first, you got an easy shot on the person that didn't get there first as they're running away trying to you got that person. It's an exciting moment. But then the whole satisfaction, I think, some of the most satisfying moments are deflecting an incoming ball with yours. Now, these are like, they're about the size of basketballs, but they bounce different and they make that awesome sound when they bounce. But they throw the ball and you deflect it with your ball. That's allowed. Oh, it's satisfying. And, of course, catching, if you catch the ball that's thrown at you, that person's out. Super satisfying. I remember I was like Luke Skywalker out there. I loved it. I just summoned the Force. But boy, you could really beam people in the head. It was all permissible. It was war. They still do that? That's fun. I was at the gym yesterday, and the kids were playing Marco Polo in the pool. And I was flashing back on that, too. God, I used to love that. Marco Polo. The other, I'll get back to the news. I know you guys are here for the serious business, but I'm just getting a little nostalgic here, thinking about games of my childhood. The other childhood pool game that I really loved was Shark. It was played in the deep end of the pool. They shut down the diving board so we could do it there. And so you'd have someone start in the middle and a bunch of people on one side, and you jump and you have to swim to the other side without being tagged. If you get tagged, you're now a shark as well. And so with each subsequent turn, there's more and more sharks out there for you to get through. Now, I was a pretty good bottom of the pool swimmer. I didn't have a very good stroke on top. I still don't. But under the water, I became like a little fish, and I could just hug the bottom, and was pretty good at that game. Shark. Marco. Polo. Marco. Gosh. It's too bad when you get to be my age, me and my friends don't play those games anymore. The spotlight tag at night where you play hide and seek with flashlights. Man, I'm sort of, I can't tell if I'm getting myself excited for the weekend here or if I'm bumming myself out that none of those things are going to happen. I don't know. All right, moving back to the news. Nathan, back to work. Doesn't sound like you're working down there. I'm working. End of King Dollar? Forces at play in de-dollarization. 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 CBD products say they'll help you sleep. Science isn't so sure. Well, science, when you're sitting in the dark room staring at me like that, it's hard to, the CBD works great, but you're freaking me out. I don't know. Science is just like tapping his pencil on his pad, staring at me trying to sleep. This is not working. Science is like, I don't know about this CBD stuff. Hey, whatever you believe is true. If you believe it'll work, it'll work. Faith is a powerful thing. Don't underestimate it. This headline's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now there's people tossing and turning tonight just because they're doubting their CBD. They're just like, I don't know. It used to work great. Now I'm not so sure. Saw an article. Indiana doctor faces discipline hearing over 10-year-old girl's abortion. Indiana doctor faces discipline. There's a hearing. I might click on that in my off time just to know the details of that specific story. States want children to fill labor shortages, even in bars and on school nights. I tell you what, these children, we should get to work. I'm on the side of the factory. Kids these days. When I was your age, I was working all night. I was working the graveyard shift down in the mine. Had to be at school at 6. Get to work, kids. Give you a lollipop bonus. Here's the second column. Here we go. Ron unleashed. Trump turned over country to Fauci. There's an angle. I can see how he sees some light in that crack. Floats pardon for the Don. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess Ron DeSantis did his announcement last night on Twitter. I heard it was a glitch fest which, as upset as I get with Elon Musk, I felt for him at the time. I was like, oh, he's trying to debut his big thing. Everything's just an ad for the platform itself. The Trump town hall was an ad for it was a fancy advertisement for the new anchor on CNN. The Ron DeSantis last night was supposed to be a big advertisement for the new video platform on Twitter. I forget what they're calling it. Some kind of thing. But it was glitchy as hell. Look at us, just smooth. I missed a few calls last night because we were hanging out. They were trying to ask how we do it. How do you guys do it? But we're not available to help out. Fox host blasted by MAGA after posting link to donations page. For what? For Ron DeSantis? I love how these things are just, singular personified entities. Fox host blasted by MAGA. Like MAGA is just sitting there next to science watching us sleep. Mexico president, don't vote DeSantis, he says. Indictment Watch, Trump's potential summer charges in Georgia raise security concerns. Indictment Watch, Trump's potential summer charge. It's just an endless stream. Workers moved Mar-a-Lago boxes day before the Department of Justice came for the documents. Just over to the other side of the room because they were looking for an outlet, but still, they were moved. I found an outlet. There's one behind these boxes. Bannon criminal trial scheduled for next May. I tell you. Rich and powerful people can just that court date is not going to work for me. Golf is already on the books. Maybe next May. I'm available early next May. If we could work it in there, that'd be great. Thank you. Yes, thank you. All right. Yep. And then they get sentenced, and they're like, okay, report to jail, and if you need a few months to to box up your secret documents and move them across the room. Okay. No problem. No, just show up. That'd be great. Mysterious boom rattles South Carolina. Homes shake. Mysterious boom. Boy, when they craft this headline, even if they already know what the mysterious boom was, it's not going to be in the headline. You're not going to click on it. Almost all these stories, they could tell you what you want to know in the headline if they wanted to. That's not the game here, folks. That's to inform us, to make it as easy as possible for us to stay informed and aware of what's going on in the world, who, what, where, when, why. That is not the goal of the headline. The headline is to get you to click so the ads will tick up. Tina Turner, she passed away in Switzerland. Simply the best. Oh, I just heard that in my head when I read it. Simply the best. Better than all the rest. Ah, what a voice. What a presence. What a story. An inspirational figure. Rest in peace. Why she renounced U.S. citizenship. Well, we don't have time for that list, right? Hollywood on the brink. Directors to strike next. What if they just all strike? The bosses go on strike. The workers are out there and the bosses are like, you know what? I'm on strike too. All the actors, the writers are on strike. The actors are on strike. The studio heads are on strike. The directors are on strike. The theater owners are on strike. Hey, we should go out. Let's go on strike as watchers. Movie watchers, go on strike. We're all on strike. Let's just take the whole summer off and hang out with each other. Talk on the porch. Maybe pick a tune or two. How about that? Sound like a deal? Cannes critics drool over French food porn love story. Gosh, we don't have time to click on that. Sounds good, though, doesn't it? I love food porn. Celebs have new obsession. 81-year-old Japanese architect. Cool. I like hip architects. I don't feel like that happens enough. Famous architects. Name a famous architect. If we read this article, we might have one. We should probably read it just to have that in our pocket. Next cocktail party we're at. Well, you know who I've really been appreciating lately? Let's get the name just so we can all do that at the next cocktail party. We'll just pretend like we really know what we're talking about. Tadao, T-A-D-A-O, Tadao Ando. You know, I've really been appreciating Ando's work lately. Oh my goodness! Did you see the? You might need to read that for yourself to really pull it off at the cocktail party. You don't want to get caught out on a thing like that. Oh yeah, well, did you see the one that's right here in town? Yeah. Oh yeah, there's an Ando here in town. What? There's an Ando? 2 Texans die from fungal brain infection after plastic surgeries in Mexico. God, that's horrific. Any, I don't know. I'm sure there's some sentence with the word fungal in it that wouldn't make me squirm out of my chair, but I doubt it. But God, you throw in infection and we're done. We're out, folks. We're out. We're running from the zombies. Bye. So long. Does anybody else have family members that love to talk graphically about the medical conditions of their friends? I mean, it could be over dinner. It doesn't. You could be eating a deviled egg, and next thing you know, you're in someone else's colonoscopy or something. Does anybody else have to deal with that? What's going on? What's up with that? It's not okay. I just want a public service announcement here. If you're out there sharing the intimate details of medical situations with your friends, with other friends, check in with them first. Trigger warning. Have you heard of this thing? It's 2023. A little trigger warning, a little discussion beforehand whether or not they want to hear about it. Check in with each other. Read the room, folks. Okay, back to the news. Oh, my goodness. Study, morning people have higher levels of faith, life satisfaction. That's right, folks. Here I am, surly in the morning afternoon news. And as you can tell, I'm one of these that they're talking about. Now, morning is whenever you wake up, of course. It has nothing to do with the hour of the day. It's just whenever you wake up. Elephants love, I stopped that rant just because I realized that I was going to get stuck in the conundrum of the branding of the show. The fact that I do this over my first cup of coffee without peeking at the headlines. So, no talkie before coffee, that attitude. Wake up a little surly in the morning. I truly do. But people hear the lightness in my voice and how much I laugh and have accused me from time to time of not actually being surly in the morning. Well, I take offense. My wit is my barbs, folks, and I am unleashed here. I am kicking serious ass with my wit. Elephants love hanging out with people, scientists find. You know what? You know who else also knew that? All the people that have been hanging out with elephants for hundreds of years. Some scientist is walking along, apparently taking a stroll after watching someone sleep, deciding CBD didn't work that great. And they're like, oh my God, look, there's people over there hanging out with elephants. The elephants really seem to love it. I'm going to make a study. Canada's euthanasia free-for-all gets wilder. Road trip? Euthanasia. Every time I read that word, I'm like, God, it's too bad that means what it means, because that would be a really great name for a band. All right, here we go. We've made it to the top of column 3. It looks like a humdinger, folks, though. We'll get ready to brace for this final stretch. It might not be pretty. This is when I like to thank you for tuning into the show. Would not do this without you. I could, but I would not. I really appreciate you watching. Tell all your friends. This is the number one source for the headline news on the daily. Early in the morning, afternoon news, 3 is sharp. As you can probably tell, I've been trying to get more religious about being 3-ish sharp. I want you guys to be able to Old Faithful, not necessarily set your watch to it, but, ballpark, know what's going on. This is the YouTube channel here. You should definitely check it out. Subscribe. Click the bell so you get notified when we go live. This is where you can see all the old shows. That's one thing that's also fun about this show. If you miss it live, it's still a great source for the headlines. I don't think watching it live is all that important. Maybe watching it on the day of is probably more important because, I don't know, do daily headlines stand the test of time? I don't know. But regardless, Nathan Moore Songs, Nathan Moore on YouTube. It's youtube.com/Nathan Moore Songs on YouTube. Check it out. Very, very proud of all that's there. There's a lot of my music and all kinds of cool stuff on the YouTube channel. So get on there. Other thing that's really cool about YouTube is almost every TV now has a YouTube app. Almost every device has a YouTube app. So it's a really easy way to watch it on the big screen. And that's a really fun way to do it. So there you go. Back to the news. Down column 3 we go. We're gaining speed, folks. We might have to use the runaway truck ramp at the end of this thing. Summer kickoff, big crowds for travel season. Oh, good. Get out there. Uh-oh. So I just see a chat in here. Silas says, uh-oh, did I break it? Did something break? What broke? Oh, no. Are we still live? Looks good. More airlines encountering near collisions. Well, they should stop doing that. Sounded like a good idea at the time, but starting to rethink this idea of near collisions. That's a terrible. Look at that double headline right there. Summer kickoff, big crowds for travel season. Whee! Yay! Oh! More airlines encountering near collisions. Oh, God. That is horrifying. Why do they do that to us? What's going on? Why? All right, I'm fine. It's cool. I'm not going anywhere anyways. So I don't have to worry about any of that. Actually, the big crowds for travel season doesn't sound fun to me either. Branson Space Tourism dreams big crowds for travel. Sorry, just to backtrack. To me, those are basically the same. A big crowd and an air, that's just a constant near collision. It's just a near collision with humanity itself. Even on the ground, it's just an infinite amount of infinitesimal near collisions. Branson Space Tourism dreams face crucial test flight. Branson Space Tourism dreams face crucial test. This is it. It's do or die, folks. This could make or break the entire enterprise. If it goes off without a hitch, maybe we'll sign up. Surgery Brin, that's a name. Sergey Brin has secret plan to put airships back in skies. Back in skies? We've had airships. What are airships? Oh wait, is it like the Hindenburg? Bringing the Hindenburg back. That sounds about right. Good luck out there with your test flights and your space tourism. I don't know. Maybe we could all go together on one of these space tourism trips in the airship up to our moon base. 100% lab-grown babies in 5 years. Who can't wait for that? There's a reason to live, folks. There's a reason to live. Gotta hang out with these lab-grown babies. Chinese caught robbing British war graves. Chinese? China? Caught robbing British war. We can't personify these things. You can't take entire swaths of people and just say, MAGA. Chinese caught robbing British war graves. Okay. China, give it back. Give it back. Okay. You guys play nice. Hackers that triggered U.S. alarm hit defense targets. Whoa. Hackers. All right, here we go. Ooh, what is up with this picture? Iran unlocking gates to Armageddon? ? There's gates. I want to see these gates. There's gates to Armageddon? I wouldn't pass through that. I'd not only. I got a padlock here. Anybody? I got some chains and a padlock. I say we just walk away. Now that they found the gates to Armageddon, we are that is us. We as a species, we could stumble upon the gates to Armageddon. It would be right there. It would say in bold print, "Gates to Armageddon" up above it. It'd have a chain on it and a padlock. And what would we do? What? Anybody? I'll wait. What would we do? Would we walk away? No. Would we seal it up so no one else could find it? No, we would not do that either. Would we cover it with brush and leaves and erase it from the map? No. What we would do is we would cut the chain and go in. That's what we do. Shows off new ballistic missile. Thanks, Iran, for your contribution. Mounting tensions with Israel herald possible military showdown. We know. Why don't you wait till there's a different headline than that? Then it will be news. Oh, they figured out that maybe it's possible for us all just to coexist in a peaceful world and build a freaking moon base. Explore space together. Branson, you got room for all of us on that thing. Putin's butcher says Russia facing revolution. And also they're out of the ribeye. Moscow claims U.S. weapons were used in an attack on their soil. Well, duh. Yep. Another mega mansion hits L.A. market. $185 million. That's all? $185 million. A mega mansion. We could all just go in on this together. We should just all get a mega mansion. Uh-oh. Shaking roofs, frayed nerves as Mexico's Popo volcano rumbles. What's going to happen there? I studied that volcano a little bit. Apparently, it always spews sort of like Old Faithful a few times a week, but in the last couple of weeks it's really gotten bad, and they're afraid that something terrible could happen. A lot of people are being advised to get ready to evacuate. Already the airport's been shut down for a little while and then reopened back up just because of the ash and stuff coming out of the volcano is so intense. Embattled Macron struggles to reconnect with France. Isn't he the president? What are y'all doing Saturday? We need to get back. We need to get back on the same page. I feel so far away from you. What's going on? I know I've been dancing in the street in other countries. I feel like, we're starting to lose that familiarity. Nation faces uncivilizing process of violence. Oh, the uncivilizing process of violence. I'm going to have to work that into a song later. Folks, we made it. We have one more headline to go. Sensing Erdogan victory, Turkish youth ponder life abroad. Bring it in. Come on over. Sensing, yeah, that's too bad. I thought they were about to enter the next chapter, which would have been nice. Sensing Erdogan victory, Turkish youth ponder life abroad. Makes sense. Oh my goodness, folks, we did it. We did it again. They said it couldn't be done, but we did it. I want you to pat yourself on the back. I want you to go out there and give them heaven. Go get them, Tiger. We survived the news. We live to dance. Let's get out of here. Everybody give each other a high five. I'm sad that the headlines didn't inspire any puppetry today. I'm ready. I'm ready. At the drop of a hat. The puppets are, but I don't want to force it. I want it to be organic. I want it to be natural. And that's I get myself in trouble all the time coming up with a new innovation for the show and then dying to use it. I use it inappropriately just because I want to see it work, even if it's unnecessary. So I'm trying to get everything, an ounce of preparation. I'm trying to be ready for anything, and then just hoping that the world summons these talents, that the headlines needs it. Mr. Know-It-All is dying to tell you stuff. As we get more viewers, people get more savvy, and you viewers, there's ways that you can trigger things to happen that you don't even know about yet. I don't even know about yet. I won't see it coming, and you'll be sitting there going, "Oh my God, I just made that happen. I did that. That was me." That will be the case. Mr. Know-It-All wants to teach us all kinds of stuff. You could actually use % chat in the thing to ask Mr. Know-It-All a question. And I guarantee you, if you ask him a question, chances are 50-50. You'll see his puppet pop up to read you the response. There's just all kinds of stuff going on, all kinds of possibilities. Big fan of all of them. Explore them, have fun with them. Tell all your friends about the show. Certainly in the Morning Afternoon News. We'll be back tomorrow, Friday, 3-ish sharp. Tune in tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for Jabberjohn with Kyle Hogg, Steve Moore, and myself as we talk about whatever's on our minds. And Dad will teach us about a new bird. Looking forward to it. Do something a little bit different for the dance out tonight. I'm going to sing you one. Pack up all my cares and woes, here I go singing low. Bye, bye, blackbird. Well, somebody waits for me, sugar sweet and so is she. Bye, bye, blackbird. No one here can love and understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand to me. Make my bed and light the light, I'll arrive late tonight. Blackbird, bye-bye. Pack up all my cares and woes, here I go singing low. Bye, bye, blackbird. Well, somebody waits for me, sugar sweet and so is she. Bye, bye, blackbird. No one here can love and understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand to me. Make my bed and light the light, I'll arrive late tonight. Blackbird, bye-bye. Blackbird, bye-bye. Blackbird, bye-bye. For the hills, I I wake homeless with a toothache. I wake fired with a stack of bills. It's my chance to be bitter, and there's plenty to be bitter about. I wake wise to the wicked ways of the world, and I snarl and I grimace and pout. I wake up early in the morning,